Do you know that according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, the global fishing and aquaculture rises to 223.2 million tons in the year 2022, marking the highest so far. And according to that statistics, 51% of this production came from aquaculture or fish farming or aquatic animals production, making this number greatest possible. And do you know the implications of such statistics? In this video, I'm going to show you the 9 economic benefits of fish farming. So stay watching. First and foremost, fish farming creates jobs, or it gives jobs opportunities. When you look at fish farming, from the starting of the fish farm, that's making of the ponds, preparing the site, installing the ponds, stocking the fish, sorting, feeding, whatever, name it, till harvesting. All these stages requires labor. And for that matter, people are employed, opportunities are created for people to work at any stage of the production. And according to the statistics from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, 61.8 million people were employed in the primary fishing and aquaculture in the year 2022. So this is telling you that a huge number of people have been employed through fish farming. So it is very important to note that the number one important economic benefit of fish farming is job creation. The second one is income generation. People make money from the sale of fish, from the sale of fish equipment, from the sale of fish materials. We can talk about fish feeds, the feed that we used to feed them. We can talk about feeders. We can talk about a lot of things. And people make money or livelihood through the sale of such equipment or the fish themselves. So it is a good income generation source for farmers. The third one is rural development. Often fish farming is operated in the rural communities, mostly because of various factors. And such, the rural folks have given the opportunity to work in such fish farming endeavors. And like we said earlier, so the rural folks are getting the opportunity to work and it serves as jobs opportunities for them. Because most of the rural communities, the fish farming, apart from the fish farming, most of them are seasonal farmers. They only farm during rainy season, and dry season they have nothing to do. So a situation where the fish farms are around, it engages them. And because of the money that they get from the fish farming, it can use to develop themselves and their communities. And that contributes to the rural development of people in the aquaculture or fish farming endeavor. The fourth is food security. When we talk about food security, fish farming is able to give nutritious protein to complement the wild captured fish. According to the statistics that we mentioned earlier, from 2002 till now, fish farming produce more fish than the captured or wild fish. And that means that if we were to rely solely on the wild or captured fish, it means that the world will have been lacking a lot of protein from fish. So fish farming serves as food security, and it also makes sure that the wild fish has not come to extinction. So one of the activities of fish farming is food security. The fifth one is foreign exchange. A lot of countries, especially the export producers, those who produce a large quantity, are able to export fish to other parts of the world, therefore making income or getting foreign exchange from such behavior. For instance, it is said that Asia produces 70% of the world fish. And for that matter, they are not able to consume all. They export to the United States of America and other countries. And China is said to be leading the export of fish by 12% of the total export. With the total global export, China is leading by 12% according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. So this means that fish farming is able to bring a lot of foreign exchange to the government of the China. And this is applicable to most countries. And I believe even countries that are not yet exporting, when they intensify their production, can be able to do so. So fish farming can also lead to foreign exchange. The CIF is supporting industries. Fish farming is also able to help to support other industries to grow. For instance, when we talk about crop production, the waste water from the fish farms can also use as fertilizer or organic manure to support the growth of crops. And that matter, it is helping that industry to also grow. Fish farming will also lead to infrastructure development, and that's the 7th point. When farms are at far away, sometimes it's difficult to have good network to those places or electricity to those places. So situations where farmers, either through the government or whatever means, are able to extend such amenities to those places serves as infrastructure. For instance, to be able to transport fish to the market, roads can be constructed to the fish farms. Also, extension of electricity or the national grid to those areas will also enhance the operation of fish farming, and such is also helping in the infrastructure development of the country. Therefore, fish farming also helps in infrastructure development. The 8th one is tourism potential. Fish farming also leads to tourism, or it also attracts tourism or tourists to visit those sites. For instance, I've read and watched a lot of videos about kwai. Kwai is a type of fish species which is very beautiful in color and have special lifestyle. I always wish to feel kwai personally with my eyes and my hands. So in this situation where I get to know that there's a fish farm that keeps kwai, I can afford to visit, I will try to do so. And that's what we are talking about. People visit fish farms either for learning process or research or just for ornamental purpose or beautification. And that's why people keep fish for various reasons. Some keep them for research purpose, some for ornamental purpose, some for point and kill, and all those stuff. So people can visit any of these sites for various reasons, and therefore serving as tourism potentials. The last one, that's the 9th point, is gender equity and empowerment. Equity and empowerment has to do with the involvement of women in fish farming. And fish farming, as it is friendly for both sexes. If I say both sexes, I mean it is friendly for both men and women. So women can involve in various aspects of fish farming, even in the primary aspect. Even though the statistics are showing that only 24% of the people are women in the primary sector, but the women are involved more. That's about 64% in the post-harvest stage. That means the added value stage. It means that at the primary level, women are not more, but it is friendly for them. So we therefore encourage women to participate in fish farming, and it is friendly. So fish farming encourages gender equality or gender equity and empowerment. So the various government should take note and to empower women to also involve in fish farming, especially the rural communities. As we said, the women are suffering, let me put it that way. So when such opportunities are available to them and they get themselves involved in that, they can make livelihood, and life will be better in the women, and life will be better for the women in those rural communities and even at the urban areas. So my name is Abdulaziz Issa, and this channel we share fish farming tips. And this video I have provided you with 9 important or 9 economic benefits of fish farming, and I'm hoping that you have learned. And if you do so, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I will appreciate that so much. Please watch the next video, and I'll see you. Thank you very much.